Hey everybody, Neil Thompson from Teach the Geek here. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. There was once an instance where I was reading a post about someone who attended a conference, and there was a person who was giving a presentation on, well, presentations, funny enough. And at the end of her presentation, she asked people from the audience to come up to the stage to essentially get a hot seat. And what that means is she was asking them to talk about their presentation, and then she would give feedback on their presentation. So a number of people went up to the stage, and um, I read a post that was written by one of the people who went up to the stage, and she gave her a snippet of her presentation, and this person offered feedback, and she was very happy with the feedback she got, which is fine in and of itself. But it made me think about feedback generally. Just because someone gives you feedback doesn't mean you have to take it. And I sense that in many instances, especially if you're getting feedback from somebody who is seen as an expert in something like presentations, you might think that you have to implement everything that they say, but you don't. Just because they are perceived as an expert doesn't mean that what they're telling you is something you have to agree with. Is opinions at the end of the day, and we all have opinions. But just because someone has an opinion doesn't mean that it's the same opinion that you have. I was a member of Toastmasters for a number of years. And on more than one occasion, I was told that I need to improve my eye contact. But I was also told, I really like your eye contact. So, what do you do with that type of information? Well, you have to run it through your own filter ultimately. You have to think, is this something that I want to get better at? And if the answer is no, well, then you don't. And if the answer is yes, then you implement the feedback. But you don't just think, well, this person told me this. It must be true. I need to act on this feedback because that's not true. You don't. And as I said, I think in a lot of instances, if we're given feedback from somebody that others deem is an expert, then well, their word is gospel and we have to do it. You don't. Run it through your own filter, see if it makes sense for you. Hopefully that's been helpful. My name again is Neil Thompson. I am the founder of Teach the Geek. I work with technical professionals so they can present more effectively, especially in front of non-technical audiences. And you can learn more about that at teachthegeek.com. Again, that's teachthegeek.com. Until next time, take care and stay safe.